Alright, I'm going to start this next chapter is Ezekiel 45:16 through 46:18. All the people of the land shall give this oblation for the prince in Israel, and it shall be the prince's part to give ascending smoke offerings and oblations and drink offerings in the feasts and in the new moons and in the Sabbaths, and all solemnities of the house of Israel. He shall prepare the sin offering and the oblation and the sending smoke offering and the peace offerings to make reconciliation for the house of Israel. Thus says Adonai Yahuwah, in the first month, in the first day of the month, you shall take a young bullock without blemish and cleanse the sanctuary, and the priest shall take the blood of the sin offering and put it upon the posts of the house and upon the four corners of the settle of the altar and upon the posts of the gate of the inner court. And so you shall do the 7th day of the month for everyone that errs, and for him that is simple, so shall he reconcile the house. In the first month, in the 14th day of the month, ye shall have the Passover, a feast of 7 days. Unleavened bread shall be eaten, and upon that day shall the prince prepare for himself and for all the people of the land a bullock for his sin offering, and 7 days for the feast he shall prepare an ascending smoke offering unto Yahuwah, 7 bullocks and 7 rams without blemish daily the 7 days, and a kid of the goats daily for a sin offering. And he shall prepare an oblation of an ephah for a bullock, and an ephah for a ram, and a hin of oil for an ephah in the 7th month. In the 15th day of the month shall he do the like in the feast of the 7 days, according to the sin offering, according to the sending smoke offering, and offering to the oblation, and according to the oil. Thus says Adonai Yahuwah, the gate of the inner court that looks toward the east shall he shut the 6 working days, but on the Sabbath it shall be open, and in the day of the new moon it shall be open. And the prince shall enter by the way of the porch of that gate without, and shall stand by the post of the gate. And the priest shall prepare his ascending smoke offering and his peace offerings, and he shall worship at the threshold of the gate. Then he shall go forth, but the gate shall not be shut until the evening. Likewise the people of the land shall worship at the door of his gate before Yahuwah in the Sabbaths and in the new moons. And the ascending smoke offering the prince shall offer unto Yahuwah the Sabbath shall be 6 lambs without blemish, and a ram without blemish. And the oblation shall be an ephah for a ram, and the oblation for the lambs as he shall be able to give, and a hin of oil and to an ephah. In the day of the new moon it shall be a young bullock without blemish, and 6 lambs and a ram, they shall be without blemish. And he shall prepare an oblation and an ephah for a bullock and an ephah for a ram, and for the lambs according as his hand shall attain unto, and a hin of oil to an ephah. And when the prince shall enter, he shall go in by the way of the porch of that gate, and he shall go forth by the way thereof. But when the people of the land shall come before Yahuwah in the solemn feast, he that enters in by the way of the north gate to worship shall go out of the way of the south gate, and he that enters by the way of the south gate shall go forth by the way of the north gate, and he shall not return by the way of the gate whereby he came in, but shall go forth over against it. And the prince in the midst of them When they go in, shall go in, and when they go forth, shall go forth. And in the feast and in the solemnities, the oblation shall be an ephah to a bullock, and an ephah to a ram, and to the lambs as he is able to give, and a hin of oil to an ephah. Now, when the prince shall prepare a voluntary ascending smoke offering, or peace offerings voluntarily unto Yahuwah, one shall then open the gate that looks toward the east, and he shall prepare his ascending smoke offering and his peace offerings as he did on the Sabbath. Then he shall go forth, and his going forth one shall shut the gate. He shall daily prepare an ascending smoke offering unto Yahuwah of a lamb of the first year without blemish. You shall prepare it every morning, and you shall prepare an oblation for it every morning, the sixth part of an ephah, and the third part of a hin of oil to temper with the fine flour, and oblation continually by a perpetual ordinance unto Yahuwah. Thus shall they prepare the lamb and the oblation and the oil every morning for a continual ascending smoke offering. Thus says Adonai Yahuwah, if the prince gives a gift unto any of his sons, the inheritance thereof shall be his sons. It shall be their possession by an inheritance. But if he gives a gift of his inheritance to one of his servants, then it shall be his to the year of liberty. After it shall return to the prince, but his inheritance shall be his sons for them. Moreover, the prince shall not take of the people's inheritance by oppression, to thrust them out of their possession, but he shall give his sons inheritance out of his own possession, that my people be not scattered, every man from his possession. Now I'm going to go on and read Mark 6:14 through 29. And King Herod heard of him, for his name was spread abroad, and he said that John the Baptizer was risen from the dead, and therefore mighty works do show forth themselves in him. Others said that it is Elijah, and others said that it is John, whom I beheaded. He is risen from the dead. For Herod himself had sent forth and laid hold upon John, and bound him in prison for Herod's sake, his brother Philip's woman, for he had married her. For John had said unto Herod, it is not lawful for you to have your brother's woman. Therefore Herodess had a quarrel against him, and would have killed him. But she could not, for Herod feared John, knowing that he was a just man and a holy, and observed him. And when he heard him, he did many things, and heard him gladly. And when a convenient day was come, that Herod on his birthday made a supper to his Adonai high captains and chief estates of Galilee. And when the daughter of the said Herodess came in and danced and pleased Herod, and then sat with him, the king said unto the damsel, ask of me whatsoever you will, and I will give it to you. And he swore unto her, whatsoever you shall ask of me, I will give it to you, unto the half of my kingdom. And he went forth and said unto her mother, what shall I ask? And he said, the head of John the Baptizer. And she came in straightway with haste unto the king, and asked, saying, I will give that you give me by and by in a charger the head of John the Baptizer. And the king was exceedingly sorry, yet his oath's sake, for his oath's sake, and for their sakes which sat with him, he would not reject her. And immediately the king sent an executioner, and commanded his head to be brought. And he went and beheaded him in prison, and brought his head in a charger and gave it to the damsel, and the damsel gave it to her mother. And when his disciples heard of it, they came and took up his corpse and laid it in a tomb. And that's it. That's if you guys like this reading, give me a thumbs up. You're more than welcome to comment down below. And like I said before, I thank each and one of my subscribers, and I got about 2 more videos I'm gonna make, and I'm probably gonna, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Probably take a break from YouTube for a while. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I'd like to get to that 200 mark, so maybe I'll do some more lives. But I may not have to do any lives. I'll probably just do that fasting and that book that I have, that fasting and breakthrough and deliverance. That really helped me a lot with a lot of different things. So I'll probably read that, and then that'll make up about 20 videos or so. Then after that, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Once I hit 200, I'll probably take a break from YouTube. I don't know. Whatever the Most High lays on my heart, I guess. I'll just take it like that. If he wants me to continue with the videos, I'll continue. If not, I'll probably step away from YouTube for a while. Probably go work, do something. I don't know what I'm gonna do. So if you guys like this video, give me a thumbs up. Be honest. If you don't like it, give me a thumbs down. Whatever you want to do. I guess we'll see you on the next 2 videos I'll be making on Sunday. God bless you all, and we'll see you later.